Assalamu alaikum, Dr. Najmanisa here. Today I am here to discuss with you the introduction of research. In this meeting, we will discuss the journal introduction of research, and then further we will discuss the characteristics of qualitative research. So, and differentiate it with qualitative and quantitative research. So let me introduce. Okay. Now I'm going to share my slides with you. So hope my slides are going to be shared with you soon. So the objective of this session is participant will be able to discuss types of knowledge, and they would be able to differentiate scientific and non-scientific knowledge. After discussing the types of knowledge, we will discuss and define research. And I would request you to develop your own definition of research. Then we will discuss steps of scientific research. After discussing steps of scientific research, in this meeting, we will discuss the process of research in detail. So there are two types of knowledge. The one is scientific and the other one is non-scientific types of knowledge. If we will give a few seconds to think for what does it mean by scientific knowledge? So is it related to lab? Is it related to experiment? Is it related to a kind of intervention? So not necessary. Scientific knowledge is a kind of knowledge in which we develop a methodology and try to find out the cause and effect relationship, or sometimes explore the phenomenon in a systematic manner. So I will discuss this in detail later on. And the second type of knowledge is non-scientific knowledge. So I will discuss non-scientific type of knowledge first, then I will discuss scientific type of knowledge. So non-scientific knowledge comes with different personal experiences and common sense. So the first thing is overgeneralization. Overgeneralization is, it is not only it is not only related with the findings of a particular research, but the generalizability or implementation of the findings of one research in, or excuse me. I don't know how can I go back to, yes. Yes. So it is a kind of overgeneralization is implementation of findings of one research onto whole population. Not necessarily the findings applicable on whole population, or different sectors of population. Selective observation. When we talk about overgeneralization, it means किसी चीज को इतना 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 ज्यादा अज्यूम कर लें और इतना ज्यादा जो है वो जो है उसको जर्नलाइज कर लें कि हर सिचुएशन में फिर उसी फाइंडिंग को आप जर्नल अप्लाई कर रहे हैं या इम्प्लीमेंट कर रहे हैं, विच इज नॉट एक्चुअली द केस. Then selective observation. Based on the selective observation of few number of observation, you try to implement the findings of selective observation on whole population. So that is also a kind of non-scientific knowledge. Then premature closure. Without going through the whole procedure, based on the initial findings or based on the initial data collection, you reach at closure, which is called premature closure. And this type of knowledge is also called non-scientific knowledge. For example, you have, you have started your journey and you are crossing a highway or a road, and there are trees on both sides of the road, and you can think the road is or the area is very green and full of natural scenes. But when you move forward, so you see there, you know there are no trees, and uh, sunshine and all a dry weather, and just because of not just because of unavailability of trees and shades and all these things. And at that time when you started your journey, so um, the day was cloudy. But when you reached at middle of the journey, so the day was sunny, just because of the change of or your movement from one area to another area. So we should not go with premature closure. Then halo effect. Halo effect is a type of cognitive bias in which our overall impression of a person influences how we feel and think about his or her character. So, for example, if we think about a person, he is honest. So, whether he or she is doing something wrong as well, but you always think him or her an honest person. So that is halo effect. And then false consensus. If everybody is saying the government is not doing well, so or government is not performing well, so you also saying the same thing. So go with the majority is called false consensus. So these type of knowledge are based on your personal experiences or common sense. There are different sources of non-scientific knowledge, and because of these sources of non-scientific knowledge, we develop a kind of knowledge which is not scientific at all. For example, if I can show you this image, so these are the different advertisements of detergent powder. And in every detergent powder, in every advertisement, you can find one thing. For example, whoosh kare khush. So the, a lady is here. Then another advertisement, which is of Ariel's advertisement, a lady is there. And then Bright and, Hero, Zitlo, Zilo, and Surf Excel. So in all advertisement, there are women. It means, what does it mean? What these advertisements are showing or making us realize. Yes, you are absolutely right. These advertisements are making us, you know, uh, feel that laundry is the job of women. So these are gender biased advertisements, and we develop our perceptions based on exposure, based on interaction with the society, based on, and media is a very powerful tool of influence. So based on media as well. Authority. So expert says that as children, females are taught to make, select, mend, and clean clothing as part of a female focus on physical appearance and on caring for children or others in a family. So, lihaza, women are supposed to do the laundry. because based on their childhood preparation. So since childhood, we are told only one thing: we as a women, we are supposed to take care of our family, and we have to perform certain function, and laundry is one of them. We have already we have always seen that the women and family, they uh, perform this job very often. So that's why women have done the laundry for centuries. So it is a continuation of what has happened for a long time. So tradition, common sense. Men are not as concerned about clothing as much as women. So it only makes sense that women do the laundry more often. Media myth, as I already told you, television commercials show women often doing laundry and enjoying it. Personal experiences, my mother and the mothers of all my friends did the laundry. So I am also supposed to do the laundry. So these are the sources of non-scientific knowledge. And non-scientific knowledge are not acceptable at all. If we want to, for example, if we want to um, find an authentic solution of a problem, so we have to go for scientific knowledge. And scientific knowledge can be gained only with the help of research. So let me discuss with you what research is. It's an it is an investigation of a phenomenon. कोई इशू आपके सामने है, आप उसकी कॉजेस जानना चाहते हैं, उसके जो है वो उसका सॉल्यूशन फाइंड आउट करना चाहते हैं. सो आप इन्वेस्टिगेट करते हैं, बट इन्वेस्टिगेशन in a scientific manner. So what scientific manner is, which we will discuss later on. Experimentation, to find out the effect of one variable on to other, to find out the cause and effect relationship. For example, effects of online teaching on students' academic achievement. So online teaching is a variable, and another variable is student achievement. So to manipulate the variable from and to manipulate the cause, we in this research is a way to find out the cause and effect relationship as well. Revision of existing theories or laws. Not we not only explore something new. Sometimes we refine the existing knowledge or existing theories. So we conduct research. Interpretation of facts. If the percentage of attendance or the success rate is 90%, so what does it mean? And why 10% students, 10% is a rate of failure? So interpretation of facts is also research. So, not only research is not only analyzing the data, but to interpretation of facts as well. If the 90% students are successful, so there must be several factors are involved in their success. For example, maybe the curriculum, teachers' teaching methodology, classroom environment, students' health, uh, school support. Lot of things are involved in student success. So the exploration of the factors with the help of data analysis or interpretation of facts is also research. Discovery of new facts and finding, collection of information and diligence. It is a studious inquiry. It is not an easy task. It is a very detailed and uh, a comprehensive phenomenon, a process to explore the phenomenon. Based on the previous slide, we can develop a definition of research. In classroom, in last classroom, I asked you to develop your own definition of research, and you people develop your own definition of research. It is Now you can relate your definition with this definition. It is a systematic investigation. The word systematic is very, very, very important. It is a systematic investigation into and study of materials, sources, etc., in order to establish facts and research new conclusion, reach at new conclusion. Three words are very important here. The first one is it is a systematic investigation. So when we talk about systematic, it means we have to follow certain steps. And when we talk about study of materials or resources or information, it means it is in order to establish facts, it means it is a kind of activity or a process in which we study in a very detailed manner the material resources, I mean objects, person, phenomenon, events. Why? To establish facts and reach new conclusion. It is an endeavor to discover new or collect old facts, etc., by the scientific study of a subject or by a course of critical investigation. Why do we conduct research? This is something which is very important, but the answer was given in the previous slides. To investigate some existing situation or problem, the one which is already existing in society, but we have to review it or we have to study it in a different way to provide solution of a problem. Students are not interested in online classroom. So why they are not interested in online classroom? Why they are not interested uh, taking in studying uh, fine art subjects, and why they are taking admissions, or why they are more interested in computers and management science related courses. So to provide solution to a problem, to explore and analyze more general issues, to construct or create new procedure or system. If you want to improve the existing situation, or if you want to improve a existing system, so first you have to find out what is good and bad in the existing system, and if there are some areas which needs to be improved, so you recommend or suggest the measures to be taken for improving the situation. To explain a new phenomenon, to generate new knowledge, or a combination of two or more of any of the above. So it is not only necessary to take only one objective at a time. Sometimes you are conducting research to achieve more than one objective. There are two types of researches. There are two types of research. As we have already discussed what research is, why do we conduct research. Now we are going to discuss types of research. देखिए, in journal, in a broad way, there are two types of research. The first one is basic research and the second one is applied. And all types of research are categorized in two categories. The basic research is the purpose or objective of basic research is expand knowledge of processes of business and management or education. As I have taken this image from a management science book, Sorry, my mic was muted. So, to explain knowledge of processes of education, training, development, students' academic achievement, assessment and evaluation, curriculum development, all the areas of education, and to improve the results in universal principles relating to the process and its relationship to outcome. It means here we develop theories. We will try to find out the association between two variables or factors. Based on the basic research, we develop propositions कि एक किसी एक फैक्टर का किसी दूसरे फैक्टर पे से क्या ताल्लुक है या वो किस तरह एक दूसरे को इन्फ्लुएंस कर रहे हैं. Findings of significance and value to society in journal. Context क्या होता है? This can be taken or this can be done by the university teachers. This can be done by the social scientist. Choice of topic and objectives determined by the researcher, and it is very flexible in nature. In terms of time, in terms of methodology, in terms of population. So overall, it is flexible. अच्छा जी, purpose, applied research. बेसिक रिसर्च क्या है? बेसिक रिसर्च में आप थ्योरी को डेवलप करते हैं, आप एसोसिएशन या प्रोपोजिशन डेवलप करते हैं कि किस तरह डिफरेंट फैक्टर्स एक दूसरे को इन्फ्लुएंस कर रहे हैं. और अप्लाइड रिसर्च में यू टेस्ट these theories or those theories which were developed or which are developed in the basic research. So the purpose is improve understanding of particular business or a particular situation, results in solution to problem. अब आपने थ्योरी को टेस्ट करना है और थ्योरी को टेस्ट करके आपने कॉज एंड इफेक्ट रिलेशनशिप या किसी फिनोमेना को डिस्क्राइब करना है, उसकी जो है इंटरप्रिटेशन करना है इन टर्म्स ऑफ नंबर और इन टर्म्स ऑफ वर्ड्स, और यू हैव टू प्रेजेंट फाइंडिंग्स हियर. जबकि बेसिक रिसर्च में आपका पर्पस फाइंडिंग नहीं प्रेजेंट करना होता, बल्कि आपका पर्पस थियरी डेवलप करना होता है. Here you develop new knowledge which is limited to problem only, the problem which is under study. ठीक है, findings of practical relevance and value to the teachers, school leaders, policy makers. Then इसका context क्या होता है? इसको applied research को not only necessarily कि social scientists कर रहे हो, बल्कि ये organizations में भी हो रही होती है, और जो है इसको स्टूडेंट्स एंड यूनिवर्सिटी टीचर्स, इसके अलावा ऑर्गेनाइजेशन में R&D डिपार्टमेंट, सब इसको कर रहे होते हैं. इसके ऑब्जेक्टिव्स फिक्स नहीं होते, और इसके जो ऑब्जेक्टिव्स हैं ये नेगोशिएटेड है. जहां प्रॉब्लम्स की नेचर को देखते हुए ऑब्जेक्टिव्स को जो है वो मॉडिफाई किया जा सकता है, एडिट किया जा सकता है. और ये इसमें जो है वो टाइम स्केल जो है वो फिक्स है. लाइक आपने एक ड्यूरेशन में विद इन ड्यूरेशन आपने जो है लाइक 3 months, 4 months, 6 months आपने जो है इस स्टडी को कंप्लीट करना है, अदरवाइज आपका जो डेटा है वो ऑब्सोलीट हो जाएगा. तो बेसिक रिसर्च इज ए लॉन्ग टर्म रिसर्च. इसकी फाइंडिंग्स लॉन्ग टर्म्स होती हैं, समटाइम जो है वो फॉर द एंटायर पीरियड ऑफ लाइफ होती है. जबकि अप्लाइड रिसर्च की जो फाइंडिंग्स हैं वो सब्जेक्ट टू चेंज है, और ये जैसे जैसे डेवलप होती जाती है नए रिसर्चर्स आते जाते हैं और उसमें चेंजेस लाते जाते हैं, तो फाइंडिंग्स वेरी करती जाती है, चेंज होती जाती है. अच्छा जी, so based on the previous slides and based on the previous explanation, there are 3 basic characteristics of research. Data are collected systematically. You can in an organized way, like you cannot skip any one of the steps of research. आपने फिनोमिनन आइडेंटिफाई करना है, देन आपने जो है वो टॉपिक सिलेक्ट करना है, देन आपने रिसर्च क्वेश्चंस बनाना है, और ये सारी चीजें बहुत ही सिस्टमैटिक वे में होंगी, हैपहैज़र्ड नहीं होंगी। इसके अलावा व्हेन यू कलेक्ट द डेटा, सो देन यू वर्क ऑन डेटा एंड यू एनालाइज द डेटा. So this data analysis is also done in a systematic manner, and it is interpreted after data analysis. The findings are interpreted in a systematic manner. आपके पास अगर नंबर्स में है या वर्ड्स में है, तो आप उनको ग्रुपिंग करते हैं और आप उनको क्लब करते हैं विद द अदर फाइंडिंग्स, उनके साथ कंपेयर एंड कंट्रास्ट करते हैं, देन आप क्लोजर पे पहुंचते हैं और आप कुछ इन्फर करते हैं. देयर इज अ क्लियर पर्पस, एंड दैट क्लियर पर्पस इज टू फाइंड थिंग्स आउट. तो आप रिसर्च क्यों कर रहे हैं? टू फाइंड आउट दी सॉल्यूशन ऑफ प्रॉब्लम, टू फाइंड आउट दी cause and effect relationship, to explore the phenomenon. तो आप कुछ जानना चाहते हैं जिसकी वजह से आप रिसर्च करते हैं. एंड व्हेन वी यूज द टर्म रिसर्च, तो इट इज रिसर्च, यानी किसी चीज को दोबारा देखना और बार बार देखना. इसीलिए ये एक बहुत डिटेल्ड एंड डीप ऑब्जर्वेशन है. अच्छा जी, हमने देख लिया कि साइंटिफिक टाइप्स ऑफ नॉलेज क्या है. इट इज नॉट है collected based on the perception. It is not done based on the uh, authority, tradition, media myths. It is actually gained in a systematic manner, and there are certain steps involved in the research process, and these steps are very important. The first one is observe the phenomenon, and based on the observation, you select a topic based on your interest. Then, based on your interest, based on your observation, you select an area or a topic, and within that area, you formulate. If it is a quantitative research, so you formulate hypothesis. If it is a qualitative research, so you develop research question. What does it mean by that particular phenomenon, event, or how people are feeling, how they are perceiving, why they are doing this, what is the process of performing this task. So based on your observation and based on your interest, you develop research question or hypothesis. Then then not not necessarily design experiment. Obviously this is for quantitative research, but here you select methodology. कैसे, किस मेथड को यूज करते हुए हम जो है वो डेटा कलेक्शन करेंगे, अपने क्वेश्चंस का आंसर गेन करेंगे, हाइपोथेसिस टेस्टिंग करेंगे. देन आफ्टर डेवलप और आफ्टर सिलेक्शन ऑफ मेथोडोलॉजी, you collect the data with the help of different tools, and after collecting data, then you analyze the data, and after analyzing the data, you reach at conclusion. So there are certain steps, and this is very, and the whole process is very organized and a systematic way. तो आपने इसमें से कोई भी स्टेप्स इसको स्किप नहीं करना. हाँ, ये हो सकता है कि इन क्वांटिटेटिव, सो यू हैव टू फॉलो स्टेप्स वेरी रिजिडली एंड स्ट्रिक्टली, रिलीजियसली आपने फॉलो करना है. यू कैन नॉट स्किप एनी वन ऑफ देम, या कोई स्टेप आप मर्ज नहीं कर सकते. लेकिन क्वालिटेटिव में आप स्टेप्स तो सारे फॉलो करेंगे, लेकिन आप इन स्टेप्स को शफल कर सकते हैं. So these are the steps of scientific research. This is actually the map of research process. आप यहाँ पर इसको जो है जो मेरी प्रीवियस स्लाइड्स हैं, या जो मैंने अभी प्रीवियसली बताया, उसको देखते हुए आप इसको जर्नलाइज कर सकते हैं. फॉर एग्जाम्पल, what to do research, topic selection, then based on your topic selection आप questions develop करते हैं या hypothesis formulate करते हैं. Then आफ्टर डेवलपिंग योर रिसर्च क्वेश्चन, आप देखते हैं कि इस टॉपिक पे पहले किसी ने काम किया है या नहीं किया है, तो यू रिव्यू द लिटरेचर। आफ्टर रिव्यूइंग द लिटरेचर, जब आपको चीजें समझ में आ जाती हैं, तो देन यू डेवलप योर और you select your research design. After selecting research design, you start data collection. And after data collection, whether it is through qualitative or quantitative, आप जो है वो डेटा को एनालाइज करते हैं, और आफ्टर एनालाइजिंग द डेटा, आप अपना जो है वो अपनी फाइंडिंग्स को प्रॉपर एक रिपोर्ट की शेप में और जो है वो प्रेजेंट करते हैं। तो दिस इज ऑल अबाउट द रिसर्च एंड process of research. In my next video, I will discuss the major types of research, that is qualitative and quantitative. Thank you very much. Allah Hafiz. I will share the next video very soon. Thank you.